How to make a decorative bow.
Start with whatever length of the tail that you want. I have two different sides. Whichever side that you want to come up, you will always keep facing you. I start with the tail, and I make one half twist to make like an hourglass look. I'm going to make the inner button first, the inner loop. I go up and over at a 90-degree angle. I'm looking at the back side of the bow. I don't want to see that, so I'm going to twist one half turn and put my fingers together right on that twist. I'm going to keep all my twists right behind each other. I'm going to go in and make a loop. I usually make it the length of my finger, which is about 6 or 7 inches. I'm looking at the back of the bow. I twist one way, and the twist is always in the same direction. Okay, I'm going to go up, and I use the finger again to measure so that my distances are the same. My loop is the same. Now, I'm looking at the back of the bow, so I twist away again, and technically I've done a simple single loop bow. I want to make a multi-loop bow. I do it again, keep the two lengths at the same distance. I'm looking at the back of the ribbon, so I twist away, keeping again all my loops always twisted right underneath each other. I go up and over and I measure so that they're the same length. I'm looking at the back of the ribbon, so I twist again, make a third loop, twist again, up and over. And you can make as many loops as you want. If I would like, I usually like to make 3 or 5. You'll see why. I take a piece of wire, I run it right through the top of the button, about halfway. I'm holding that. Pull the 2 wires towards the back. Okay? I twist the wires nice and tight, but what I want to do is I want to put my finger between the wires so that if I twist it this way and I just twist it, the twist will go down the wire. By putting my finger between the wires, when I twist it, it puts the twist and it actually screws the wire tighter into the ribbon. If you want it to be, the ribbon to be tight enough so it holds its form, but not so tight that you can't open up the bow. I have twist over twist over twist. I want to be able to move it so that those twists slide to side by side. So I want to open up the bow. I'll come in, pull this down, and I will cut the length to match. I will finish my tails later. So now I need to open. So you notice how I did it at a 90-degree angle. This way to this way. This way I have all my loops lined up so I know they're all in the same distance. So now I want to open. So I start from the back, and all I'm going to do is just kind of wiggle the twist so that this loop will go up or down. Doesn't matter which way you want to start. I usually just pull this one like so up. This one will slip down to the back, and this one will go in between. If I were doing a 5-loop bow, I would have had a loop here, one in the middle, one here, and then the top 2 loops would just go in between. I'm just splitting the difference between the 2. So I'm going to pull downward. What I'm doing is I'm just wiggling the ribbon so that the knots slip. So it goes up, down, like so. And I take the 2 tails, and then you can wire the bottom of the tails, cut the tails however you want. In this case, a real easy way is just to put the 2 on top, fold them over, and cut towards the bottom. That gives you a nice tail like that. And then with the wired ribbon, you can form it. You can shape it if you wanted to, if it's a different type of fabric. And you have a bow.